The AWS Toolkit for JetBrains Rider makes it easier to develop, debug, and deploy serverless applications with AWS right from your IDE. In this video, let's learn how to set up the toolkit and also use it to create AWS Lambda Functions from your JetBrains IDE. Hello everyone, my name is Rahul and welcome back to this YouTube channel. If you're new here, I make videos around .NET, Cloud, and DevOps. This video is sponsored by AWS and is part of my .NET on AWS series. The AWS Toolkit for JetBrains is an open source plugin that's integrated right into the IDE, which makes it very easy to interact with AWS services and also build applications on AWS. You can find instructions on the toolkit on the website, for which the link will be there in the descriptions below. Now you can install it by going to the Getting Started and install the AWS Toolkit. This plugin is available in the JetBrains marketplace and you can easily install it right from your IDE. So let's switch over to JetBrains IDE and install the plugin. So here I have the latest version of the JetBrains Rider IDE, and let's go to the Configure and go to Plugins section. You can also reach to this from within the settings and then going to Plugins section. So let's go to Marketplace and search for AWS Toolkit. Select that item and click Install. This installs this toolkit and adds the toolkit support to our IDE. The AWS Toolkit for the JetBrains allows us to interact and create, deploy, update, and also delete serverless applications using this SAM model. It also helps to remotely and locally create, update, and run Lambda functions. You can see event logs and delete CloudFormation stacks right from your IDE. So let's switch back to Rider and make sure installation is complete, and let's restart our IDE. Now with the plugin installed, I can use it to start building applications. So let's create a new solution. And if you scroll down on your left, you can see there are more application templates that the toolkit has provided. So you can see we can create Lambda functions right from within the toolkit. So let's create a Lambda empty function. So this has the appropriate solution directory. So let's give this a name. So let's say empty Lambda Rider. So we have the solution name and the project name as the same, and let's click create. Now this creates an empty Lambda function template that you can use to build AWS Lambda functions. So here we have the function.cs, which has the function and the function handler method. So all it takes is a string input and returns it in uppercase. You can also see there is the AWS Lambda tools defaults.json, which has the configuration information about this Lambda functions. You can also use Rider to debug this Lambda functions when building locally. So I have a video and a blog post on how to set up the Rider to work with the mock Lambda test tool. Now this tool also comes along with the toolkit. So all you need to do is set up Rider so that it can work along with that tool. This video will be linked here and also in the descriptions below. Now with the toolkit installed, you can also find that there is a new AWS icon right on your sidebar, which opens up the AWS Toolkit window. Here you can see that it is automatically connected using my default credentials in my AWS config, and it is using this to connect to my AWS account. Now I have a separate video on setting up and managing credentials for your local development environment, which will be linked here and also in the descriptions below. If you expand this, you can add a new connection if you require. So you can choose what kind of a connection you need to build and set up the details in here. But for now, I will use my default that is already set up for me. So here if I expand one of the Lambda functions, you can see it shows all the Lambda functions that's in my current account. Right now, I don't have any. So if I open the CloudWatch logs, I can see the Lambda logs right over here and double click and navigate to the logs right inside the IDE. Similarly, you can see all the services that's listed here and the associated instances that's inside that particular service. So if I navigate to S3, I have a few buckets already created, so I can see the buckets right from the IDE. So if I navigate to that, you can see all the contents inside the buckets. Now, similar to the empty Lambda function, you can also create Lambda functions using other base templates. So if I right click and say add new projects, you can see there are different options to create Lambda functions. So if you search for Lambda, you can filter that out. So you can see there is a Lambda empty serverless template. You can also see it already has templates to connect with existing services like DynamoDB, SQS, etc. So if I select one of the SQS functions and let's name this as SQS-Lambda-Rider and let's create this. Now this is going to create a function which is already set up to talk with Amazon SQS. So if I collapse this, open the SQS function, you can see that this takes in the SQS event as the input parameter and uses that to process the SQS event messages. It has automatically installed all the NuGet packages required for this particular integration, which is the SQS events NuGet package, along with the Lambda core and the system.text.json from the Lambda serialization. So you can pick and choose the templates as you require for your business applications and the scenario that you're trying to solve. This experience is very similar to what we have on Visual Studio, for which I have another video on this YouTube channel if you're interested. I hope this helps you to install and set up the AWS Toolkit and start using it from your JetBrains Rider IDE. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button. If you want to be notified of future such videos, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It also helps me to grow this YouTube channel. Thank you and see you soon in the next video.